Oh my God. Hey everyone, this is the easiest and most versatile cookie dough recipe. It's the only one you'll ever need. You can change up the toppings to make it appropriate for any occasion. Check it out. We can just start straight from the fridge, cold butter, melt it, brown it. And I like to brown the butter because I never have the foresight to know that I'm gonna want cookies. So I never have butter at room temperature. And so this is my first time cooking in this kitchen, so I have no clue how to use any of the appliances.
Including butter.
Including butter. So when you're browning the butter, you're basically just toasting the milk solids, and all the pros do it. That's why I'm doing it. But I'm not a pro. It adds like a really earthy and nutty flavor to the cookies. And when you eat it, you're gonna be like, what is that? What is that? And that separates the good cookies from the bad cookies, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just better this way, trust me. You wanna do it on like medium heat, not high heat, because it tends to bubble, can be kind of dangerous and like splatter a little bit. You should constantly be stirring because you also don't want it to burn. Wait a few minutes. While the butter is browning, we can move on to combining the dry ingredients. This should be baking soda. We're gonna add it to the flour, and then we also have a little bit of salt. The salt just brings out the sweetness. If you've never added salt, try it. It's supposed to do things. I've never noticed the difference, but everybody does it, so I do it. You're gonna wanna whisk together the dry ingredients. I actually find that this is kind of an important step. If you've ever noticed maybe some of your baked goods are uneven, it could be because that your leavening agent is not distributed throughout the flour well enough. Skip it if you want. If you want ugly cookies, you can skip it. So this recipe calls for baking soda. It took me a while to figure out that in Germany it's called natron, because baking powder is called backpulver. So you would think baking soda is called back soda, but it's not. Anyways, so now that it's a little bit foamy, it's getting hard to tell when it's getting brown, but you can smell it. It smells very nutty and earthy, and actually, I think I went too far. Remember when I said not to burn the butter? Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that though. Yeah. Browning the butter perfectly. I get it right every single time. Now it's a perfect golden brown, and we're just gonna set it off to cool. Please don't burn, please don't burn. Next, we'll just add the sugars together. So I have white sugar and also brown sugar. This one is actually light muscovado sugar, but I've also tried it with raw sugar. They all work. Oh. Sugar in. Do you think I can use this to chop chocolate, or is this like really rude? Do you think Christian's gonna come attack me because I'm using a cleaver or something? So I personally really like to chop the chocolate for cookie recipes. You get little shards of melted chocolate in the dough, not just like large chunks. I chose milk chocolate because I think it tastes better, but you could even sub out the milk chocolate for white chocolate and a mixture of macadamia nuts, and you could have like white chocolate macadamia cookies, which are delicious. So Subway, I'm coming for your recipe. I think these are better. So you kind of want like irregular chunks. It just has like a better texture in the final product. We're gonna be adding these chocolate mini eggs for Easter. I think it's really festive, and they're also really cute. So I also do a little, few of them, not all of them. They're really slippery. Yeah, be careful. Please be careful when you do these. Sometimes they come in little bags, and I just like smack the bag on the table or something, and it shatters it a little bit imperfectly, so maybe you want to do that. So now that the butter has cooled down a little bit, it can be a little bit warm. You just add it to the sugars that we combined earlier. You want to get every last little bit of these little brown bits because this is all flavor. Whisk it together now. Just make sure that the butter is not super hot because we're gonna crack a few eggs in. If it's too hot, your eggs are just gonna cook and scramble. If you want a free cookie, please subscribe to our channel. Okay, maybe I won't actually give you a free cookie, but we have a lot of free recipes coming your way. So get excited, please subscribe, and enjoy. Okay, so 2 eggs. Somebody called me out on Instagram because they thought that I couldn't crack an egg with one hand. Apparently that makes you impressive or something. So I'm gonna try it now. I did it. Preheat the oven, 175. So now we're gonna whisk till it gets kind of pale. Butter, sugar, and eggs are light in color. It kind of looks like that. Rubber spatula now, we're gonna add in the flour. Do you wanna close up at all? And then we're gonna fold it together. You don't wanna like over-mix it. Over-mixing is evil, in baking at least. Now that it's like almost fully combined, looks like this. You wanna add in the chocolate and then continue folding and then everything will come together perfectly. And it's not baking if you don't have messes, right? So this is just the milk chocolate. We're leaving the chocolate eggs for the topping. Okay, come on, that dough looks hella good, right? So now we're gonna scoop the cookie dough, and I find using an ice cream scoop makes it very uniformly sized, and you don't have to worry about having small and big cookies unless you wanna have very irregular looking cookies. What you do is you scoop it, and then you drag it along the bowl to get a nice, flat, perfect scoop. Actually, this recipe normally makes only like 8 to 10 cookies, but I doubled it today just so we have more to create content with. I remember when I first started baking as a kid, recipes are like 24 cookies. Why do I need 24 cookies as like a 10-year-old child? Small batch, big fan. And now what I like to do is put like a little wet towel on top so they don't dry out while the others are baking, and we're gonna set it aside. So, have our lined baking sheet with our little dough balls on top. Squish them down a little bit to encourage the spreading. Whisper to them to spread a little. And then we're gonna take our smashed and whole eggs. Very important that they look good, because if you bring ugly cookies to a party, no one's gonna be like, whoa. The post-baking trick will make them look even better. I think they're ready for the oven. There it goes. Okay, and we bake for 11 minutes. I'm just setting a timer on my phone. Cool, all right. This recipe is very versatile. We can also use a ton of other chocolates and cookies and pretzels. My personal favorite are Smarties. If you don't know what Smarties are, they're very similar to M&Ms, but they have like a thicker candy coating.
No peanuts.
Not all M&Ms have peanuts.
The regular M&Ms.
No.
What do you know about peanut M&Ms?
I've grown up eating M&Ms.
No.
So this is where the real magic happens. So you just want to take a circular cookie cutter, but you can also use like a small bowl or something, and then you flip it over, and then you put it on top of the cookies, and then you do a little, and they give you like perfectly circular cookies. Like, look at that. Yeah, so then we want to put it on a wire baking sheet to cool so that you don't get soggy bottoms. Nobody likes soggy bottoms. Is that like sexual? So on the same parchment paper, I'm just reusing it. We can make the next batch. You want to do it on another cold baking sheet. Otherwise, if you're using the same one, it might be hot and then they're gonna melt and they're gonna start cooking. Now we have these fun toppings. I'm gonna make some different ones. I'm gonna maybe use like a pretzel one, sweet and salty situation. Yeah, get creative with it. And I think this is like something you can do with kids too. It'd be really fun. Never tried it with like all these toppings before, but I think it should be fine. I think worst case scenario, they just burn a little bit. I think they're oven ready. Let's go. So many cookies. Look at all these cookies. Anyways, I think they turned out really perfect, and that little hack with the cookie cutter and the circular motion makes them really impressive looking. So I always like the cookie break. It's like you get to see the cross section. The center looks perfectly chewy, and then the edges are nice and crisp. You can hear how crispy the edges are, and the chocolate eggs have like a really nice crunch to them. If you eat them warm, there's like molten shards of chocolate, and I think it's the perfect combination. It's delicious. So next week, Christian's making something really interesting. It uses wild garlic, it's seasonal, and it's gonna be delicious. But in the meantime, we have lots of videos on the right for you to check out. And on the left, we have a subscribe button. So please smash it. Please smash that subscribe button. Bye. Woo. Goodbye.